Hi, I'm Charchris Sloan, the lead engineer at Observe Technologies. At Observe, we are building the leading artificial intelligence platform for fish farming. A third of the world eat fish every single day, and the demand is growing. Wild stock is reducing, and so we grow fish in large cages like this. This is fish farming. This $200 billion industry has one important manual cost: feeding. It accounts for half the industry's costs and is done in centers like this. Here, 2 people will spend up to 10 hours a day watching up to 50 screens, all to press a single button. Should I feed more or less to any given cage? If I feed too much, food is wasted. If I feed too little, the fish simply do not grow. Over the next 24 hours, hundreds of thousands of dollars of feed will sink to the ocean floor. Uneaten, unaccounted. That's billions of dollars every year, and an environmental nightmare. At Observe, we eliminate this waste. We account for every penny spent and also help the environment. We do this by unifying all the data streams on a farm site, process them in milliseconds, and give tailored recommendations on whether to increase or decrease the feeding. We are deployed across 4 continents, across 400 cages, with anecdotal evidence suggesting up to 5% feed-saving costs. And it will only get better. We are designing algorithms pushing the boundaries of technologies so that it can adapt and evolve, individually optimizing every single cage for growth. We give farmers the potential to grow an essential livestock with the most sustainable practices possible. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you so much for your presentation. I feel like this is obviously a very important topic, and you've pointed out all the ways that it's very important. But how do we get people to talk about this more? How do you plan on pressing implementation by getting this more into the national conversations?
So you're including sort of more just the general public in the conversation?
Yeah, because like, as me as an individual wouldn't think that this is the grand issue that you presented it to be. So how do we convince more people like me to take it seriously and then push your company forward?
I think good media coverage is a good start for that. I think there's a lot of scare tactics from people who say fish farms are full of unhealthy fish, and that's not a good start. I think, again, stuff has become quite bipolar, and we just need people to realize where their food is coming from and tell them, hey, look, this is hurting the environment. And I think now that people are caring more about the environment, more about the climate, that naturally our company will come more to the forefront, and people will be like, oh, hey, Observe are actually trying to help this issue. So I think it's a cultural thing, as well as hopefully the media helping us out. And of course, conferences like this also help us. So.
Thank you for this. Are you planning to duplicate such an activity for the ocean fishing issues, in fact?
So it's to help use our systems in the ocean?
Yeah.
No. For us, fish farming is an answer to overfeeding in the oceans. Currently, half of all fish produced is done by fish farms, and you've seen how awful people trawling anywhere in the ocean is. It's terrible. So our company's job is to make it as efficient as possible so that you can set up a fish farm site and you're making the most amount of money available, just to make it more attractive for investors and actually steer away from ocean farming, or fishing, sorry.
So my question is, how would you measure success in your company? So not the fishing side or the farmer side, but really for your initiative, what's success?
I think probably multifold. I think first of all, actually showing our value to farmers, because we have said to them, look, this works. If you put it on here, we can show you that you're overfeeding. If you listen to our signals, you'll be able to slow down. So I think on a personal level, it's nice to see that. I think, but also success would be getting across as many fish farm sites as possible and having maybe some sort of metric that actually says we are helping the environment or that we're helping fish farms with their feed saving costs.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you very much.